Download the BCSN Plus app today. Local sports all the time. Visit BCSNNation.com for details. Discounts may apply.
Fish and birds, both on the road this week, as we welcome in Matt Melzak, the voice of both the Toledo Walleye and Toledo Mud Hens, to talk about both teams. Thank you so much, Matt.
Hey, appreciate it, Mark. Busy weekend and everybody playing. It's a great time of the year.
We'll begin with the Walleye. They went down to Florida, split 2 games with the Everblades. A good result considering how good Florida is. And the mayor, Brandon Hawkins, adding to his legacy, 400th career professional point, 150th career goal as a Walleye.
Yeah, it just keeps on going and going and going for him, doesn't it? It just feels like every week we could talk about him because he's doing something special. So, yeah, he's just an elite player, and he just continues to perform at that high level. I mean, let's see how many years can he keep doing this, because I think he's got a real good shot at not only catching Shane Burstback, but maybe even Rick Judson down the line as far as total points. And some of those records that we looked at a while back and went, those things will never get caught.
Within reach.
But, yeah, they are certainly within reach with the way he continues to put up points. He's got a great shot at 90-plus again this year. You start putting those and stacking those up, man, you're going to knock off a lot of records very quickly. And, hey, hats off as well as sidebar there. Jan Bednar,
exactly.
Great performance Friday night, Mark. He was outstanding.
Yep. Shutout in his return to the fish.
Yeah, main reason why, really, that the Walleye won that game.
Yeah, Everblades really peppered him with a lot of shots in the final 2 minutes of that game as Toledo got the shutout victory. And with that win, Toledo secured home ice advantage for the first round of the playoffs. We know Fort Wayne is in. We know Iowa is in. The 4th team in the Central, we're going to have to wait a few weeks before we figure that out, because it is a very tight bunch down there at the bottom of the division.
Yeah, and Toledo gets Indy coming up tomorrow night. That's one of the teams that is in that mix. Kalamazoo, they don't play the rest of the way. They'll see Cincinnati on Saturday. So, yes, 2 of the 4 that are battling it out, Toledo's going to see, actually all 3, because Bloomington is in that mix, and they'll see Bloomington on Friday. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy week against all teams that, who knows, one of those they might see.
Let's switch gears now to baseball. As the Mud Hens opened up the season this past weekend at home. Lost the first 2, won on Sunday. A real good showing from the crowd. We knew we were going to get that Friday, but that crowd Saturday was pretty good as well.
I thought so as well. And it helped for sure that we had a 70-degree day. That was certainly nice. What a great atmosphere it was over the course of the weekend. Of course, the day where the weather was kind of iffier, maybe. We got the whole game in was Sunday, and that was the game that the Mud Hens won. And mainly because they got through the 3rd inning. Those first 2 games, you had the 4 spot for Columbus in the 3rd inning on Friday. They put 7 up on Saturday. As the only inning they scored in on Saturday, and the rest of the time they barely had a base runner. So Toledo did a nice job around just a couple of bad innings. If they didn't have those, which they didn't until the 9th inning on Sunday, where things got a little bit, precarious, to say the least, but they still held on to get the win. If you eliminate those, you're gonna you could have went 3-0 this weekend because the offense performed well enough to win.
Justin Henry Malloy, one of those guys that we thought maybe was going to start the year with the Tigers. He's back with Toledo, and he was ripping the cover off the ball this weekend.
He really was. I mean, he was on fire for the weekend. Everything just felt like no matter what, if he put his bat on it, it was going, and it was going with authority. And that's the thing you want to see with Justin Henry Malloy. We've talked about it. His bat is certainly major league caliber. I think there's no doubt about it. If they had a spot for him coming out of spring training, the guy hit over 300. He slugged well in the spring. Like, if they really had a great defensive home for him, he would be in Detroit right now. He's one of those guys that, if the Tigers were to put him on waivers for some reason, he's going to get claimed. Yeah. That bat of his, it is major league ready.
And to no surprise, Jay Hen taking the demotion in the proper mindset, didn't mope, just going out there, hitting the ball, his regular great attitude. Now, the Hens this week making a little bit of history, going to Round Rock. First time the Hens take on the Express.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting down in Austin, Texas. Looking forward to seeing that ballpark and how it plays. That's going to be an interesting one for sure. But a good team out of the PCL. It's the Texas Rangers affiliate. It's going to be a tough series on the road. A good start to the road season for the Mud Hens.
Fish and Hens both on the road this week. They'll both be home the following week. So a little chance for Matt to rest just a little bit this week. Not much, though.
Nah, no need for rest.